When you were arrested the first time, they had mercy on you the way they tell us God will have mercy on those who are made to repent. So your time served was brief. But there was something really different about you that never became the same again. And I always wondered if the penitence you served was an ass fucking by some fictic prison guard, but I never asked. You see, you were my first true love. You were my first real kiss. And even then you said, look, baby, my hands are rough and callous, so I should have known it, right? Bad luck has a hell of a shake. Second time you got arrested for heroin possession, you got real time, grown man's time, and I had really high hopes that you would use that time to take up a hobby like chess or needlepoint or weightlifting, but when I visited you in prison, I learned you can get away with smoking crack inside because it doesn't have a smell. And besides, you told me, I bother to stay clean when time is all I got to kill. When you got out, you did bury your pipes and your needles in your mother's garden out of a sudden interest in living past 30, and you stayed clean for one glorious month. And then we both remembered how much fun it is to be an addict, to be piss poor, drunk, and ugly, but never alone. So we robbed that university's pharmaceutical department blind and continued to use ourselves. Brain dead. 2 friends OD'd. And 2 more got murdered. It was finally enough to scare me straight, but truth be told, I never wanted death the way you did. The day you told me you'd rather stay high than stay with me, I learned the lesson that any person who loves an addict had better learn quick. Love will never even be close to enough. So I went and did what any brand new 12-stepper ought to do. I got my first tattoo. It says set free across the most sacred bone of my spine because I was trying to convince myself I could stand to be without you. And you know what? I can't. My life's really good now. Rumor has it you burned your face off freebasing crack. Last I heard, you got busted for breaking and entering, and fuck if I didn't have to hide my own car keys to keep from driving the 400 miles to bail your ass out. They say the reason it's so easy to get hooked on heroin is because the high is never as good as it is the first time around, so you keep doing it again and again and again in some desperate search for that first ecstatic moment. And baby, I still love you. I still think of you every time I kiss. Every time I fall in love because you're my first. It's never been the same.